Hello everyone. We're starting the next live stream. I think I had a really long break from live streams, but here I am and we have Erin here. How are you guys? Let me know how are you doing. Oh,
It's working. Can
hey.
you hear me okay? Yes.
Say
Can
something.
you say
Yeah,
something?
yeah, we've got this.
All right. Yep.
I can,
It's a little late, but
I can
um,
hear you.
it's good to see you. I love the koala. Oh, hi.
You can say it. Yeah?
Bo mówię, że masz mnie odblokować YouTube'a, a to masz live'a.
No, odblokuję ci po live. Yeah.
Ale wtedy będę iść spać.
No to za chwileczkę, dobra?
I totally understood that.
Hey, how are
I
you
get
doing?
it. Good. How about you? I love your koala.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. This is my new friend.
Yeah. What's his name?
Ah, I don't know. You can give her name if you want.
Oh, he's just there, like ready for a hug.
Yeah, how are you doing? I'm so
Uh,
happy. I'm so happy and so excited that we finally got this.
Me too. I'm doing well. I hope you are too. And I think I know we've been talking about it for a little bit online, so I'm glad we're finally getting to do it. And yeah, I think having to reschedule is probably part of what we're going to talk about with the holidays, right? Of having to
Yeah,
change plans and like that's okay. And we got to do it sometimes.
yeah, absolutely. And I'm so happy that we decided to talk about this important topic because, uh, as we did last time, we had to postpone our live stream because of unexpected situations. And this is okay also. We have to remember when we need a break, when we need to rest, when we need to take care of ourselves. And I think holidays and I don't know, birthday parties or really important events in our life can give us a lot of pressure when we can be overwhelmed, when we can be in a really hard situation to find ourselves. So thank you so much for being here with me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So I think, Erin, you can tell a few words about you and we can start.
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Erin Jones. I am here in North Carolina in the U.S. So good afternoon or good evening to people out in Europe. But I am a therapist, so I work at a group practice called Bull City Anxiety and OCD Treatment Center. So I have lived experience myself too. I work with kids, teens, adults with OCD, do a lot for the International OCD Foundation. I'm on the board for OCD North Carolina. So, in my professional and personal life, just glad to advocate and help and talk about it. And I'm a parent too. Yeah. Is it bedtime?
No, he wants to turn on the YouTube on
Oh, well,
TV.
yeah. This is you.
So, moment, ty musisz grać? Say hi to everyone.
Hi.
Yeah. So he's unhappy because YouTube isn't working.
Oh no.
Yeah,
We have to see, we have
yeah,
to be flexible now. It's harder for
yeah,
kids to be flexible.
yeah. So I think we can start our conversation about holidays, about how to survive holidays when we are hit by so many things from different directions, like pressure, expectations from family that you should feel like that, you should be happy, you should be grateful, you should be, you know, feel the right way because everyone should be happy during holidays. And this is not true because we know that we have different situations, different feelings.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to start, of just thinking about expectations, whether that comes from yourself or just the world or both. Even aside from OCD, it's so common, I think, to have these expectations of even not just holidays, but if it's a vacation or a weekend or a change in routine, which the holidays can bring up. Yeah, just these expectations that everything's supposed to be great and you're supposed to be totally relaxed and happy. Um, I think that can be hard in general. It can also be very, very difficult for people who have OCD fears around their relationships. Um, am I being a good enough partner, a good enough parent, especially for these holidays, right? Am I making this like the right holiday for my kid or my family enough? Um, yeah, perfectionism, something called existential OCD that a lot of people deal with, of just like, kind of getting into existential topics like the meaning of life and joy. And so anyway, yeah, the holidays can really be difficult when there are these expectations already there to feel
Mhm.
and be a certain way. Then also having OCD, which says, oh, well, you also need to have extra pressure and now do compulsions to make these things go a certain way, right?
Yeah, yeah. Everyone or every situation can try to convince us that we should be perfect, that don't, we can't ruin others' holidays because of our struggle, and we have to remember that we have to take care. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we talked about the koala. We're trying to think of a name for it, but then we went on with the discussion.
Yeah, guys, if you want, you can write in the comment, call us name. So, yeah, and we can normalize think that holidays are really often hard time for us because we know that OCD loves holidays, loves our free time, loves when a lot of things are happening at the same time and we are so overwhelmed. So it is much easier for our OCD to hit us out of nowhere. So what can we do to survive holidays, to be present without, you know, facing all those expectations and all those you should this, and yeah.
Yeah, great question. I think we should, yeah, talk about a couple different things, but we could start with something you already started to bring up, which is just already knowing that OCD loves this, right? It loves stress or change in your routine or expectations. And if you're going to expect something, not in a negative way, you can start by expecting triggers during this time. And that's okay. Expect them. And even just already expecting them versus, oh no, it might happen. Like, what if I get triggered? Having some acceptance and expectation that things probably will be triggering or could be can help you feel a little bit less overwhelmed by it. Of, okay, you know what? I expect that to happen a bit. And it helps you, it doesn't mean that you like it, but then it helps you make a game plan for what to do or how you can handle it if it does happen.
Yeah. So we have one question in the comments.
You can't guarantee that. You can try it and see what happens. This is about uncertainty. We don't know what's going to happen if you say that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think also that I think the most important is to realize that if we stay present, there will be no time for OCD. And if we decide to go towards our values, it is the best decision we can ever take. Because, you know, if we want to face expectations from others, we can't be our authentic selves. We can't stop masking because we want to show others that we are fine, that we do exactly what they want.
Yeah. I think if we, first off expecting it, right? Of, okay, I could get triggered. And then going along with that of, if we know that OCD loves this time and we want to move away from things that OCD loves and challenge it, then we can, depending on like what area it is focusing on, we can try to, hang out with that. If OCD is, packing a bag and coming on your trip with you, it's okay. Like you can come hang out with me. I think if it has to do more with perfectionism and expectations, it can be, what can things be good enough? Or can I just be here in the moment, however I'm feeling or however it goes, without having to have expectation for things to feel or go a certain way?
Yeah, absolutely. No worries about comments.
Yeah, it's okay.
This is standard, so funny. So
I know.
also
It's just like OCD. We just let it be there.
Yeah. So I also think, and we both know that all those events, Christmas, holidays, all the feelings are so intensified that we feel even more than in other period of time. So everything we feel much more, and this is really hard because we want to sit with our family and we don't want to ruin their time, but we can't be ourselves. And I think also that really helps when we speak about self-compassion, because this is really important, because we are humans, we can make mistakes, but self-compassion is really key to go through these holidays and to go through the hard times. And I know that we can do this.
Practicing self-compassion is pivotal during this time. So if we've gotten to, okay, expect you're probably going to get triggered, make modifications, or, say, okay, things can be good enough.
Yeah.
Then we need to, like, throughout whatever it is that we're doing during this time, we need to be kind to ourselves. Can think if I'm going to do all those things and move through this season, a good way to think about it is, how do I want to, like, kind of walk with myself in that and coach myself through it? It's common in self-compassion to think about how would I speak to a friend or a loved one? And it's commonly said, but it is really helpful of just, if it was, like one of our friends in the OCD community or something that was going through this struggle, what would we say to them? And that could be a good way to start to think about how you would like to coach yourself through these times.
And I think if we decided to be ourselves with no pressure, it is a really good start to go through everything, because we don't want to make people happy because of our behaviors, but we want to take care of ourselves. And I think we don't have even to like Christmas to go through them. If we stay present, we can go through everything, through every single situation. And yeah, it is hard sometimes, but we also have to remember that we can set healthy boundaries because people can't control our behaviors, what we should do, what we shouldn't do. This is our life, and we decide what our values really are.
Yep. And it always reminds me of something I say a lot in my own life and in my work is you don't have to like it. You can, it's can be one day or one time out of the year. You can like it. You can enjoy it. You also don't have to. You can, decide how you want your plans to be. Yeah, I used to think of all that. But yeah, I think it's a component of self-compassion too. It's just checking in with yourself, being present, even just being aware of self-judgment.
Yeah,
I,
this is really helpful. This is really helpful, but in this rushing time, it's really easy to forget about this because
yes.
so many things are happening at the same time. I can compare this to the IOCDF conference when I was in Chicago for the first time. I forgot to take care of myself because I wanted to speak to everyone. I wanted to be everywhere. I forgot to drink water. I forgot to eat. I
Yeah.
forgot to rest. And I think this is important. Guys, remember to take rest if you need that, because
Yes.
this is key to taking care of ourselves. This is the first step.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's what made me think again about how the fact that our live last week got rescheduled, which yeah, things happen, it's okay, but making those decisions of either, okay, are there ways, if possible, if I need to, can I modify my plans, cancel them, go to them, but leave early, take some breaks, do whatever you need to do. Sometimes people will even set phone reminders to eat a
Yeah,
little bit or have a drink of water, because if you're going to forget and things are hectic and your brain is really busy, it's okay to do that too. But yes, going back to basics and taking care of yourself is easy to
yeah,
forget during these times.
yeah. Sometimes we need to take a deep breath and ask ourselves what I really need right now. And
Mm-hmm.
we can take this small step. And yeah, I think this is really, really important.
Another component of self-compassion that I think can be easily forgotten is that it's often called the common humanity piece, or just like being a
Hmm.
human. Basically, when we all say, okay, you're not alone, because all of this can feel so lonely, or especially if either you are alone during the holidays, or maybe you're going to be around people where you feel lonely anyway. And I think that's one thing that's so nice about the OCD community is that, it's said a lot, you're not alone, but that's what you can remind yourself during those times when you feel alone.
Hmm.
Um, I've heard it said before about, like when uh, women especially, but dads too, or parents, when you're with your baby in the middle of the night, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, it's dark, you're trying to get them to sleep. Again, you're by yourself. But then you think about all the other moms or parents who are in that same place. It feels a
Hmm.
little bit less lonely. So I would encourage, people with OCD who are struggling with this during the holidays to think of the same thing. Even if it feels like you're by yourself during that time, you're not. But again, that's how you can use that thought process in a really intentional way of like, okay, I know there's other people out there, you know, going through this and they can understand.
Yeah, and I think also not everyone have to spend Christmas with their family. There is also situations, as you said, when you are alone by yourself, and this is also okay. If you need to be by yourself, this is also okay. And I thought few days ago, so 2 days ago, I thought that this Christmas I will be alone by myself. And and I knew that I have many friends and I can talk with them. And then I realized that I am not alone in this.
Yep, exactly. It's you feeling alone, and it sounds like that was, yeah, unexpected, and that's different than years prior, but remembering that that's you may be alone that day, or that time is different, but you're not alone in general. Um, and that's why people, I think, you know, it's said, okay, you're not alone a lot, I think, in this community, but remembering it in that way is a way that you can really use it to practice self-compassion. Self-compassion gets taught of like, you know, say something kind to yourself, which is still helpful. But I think when we're mindful, we use that again, common humanity of, okay, other people suffer, like this is a human experience. People get stressed by the holidays. Using that formula, which is in the, you know, Kristen Neff and also Kim Quinlan's
Hmm.
self-compassion workbook for OCD, doing those components first of again noticing when we're being judgmental, using that common humanity, then the okay, you know, I can do this, or you know, may I be present, may I be patient, whatever way
Yeah,
that you speak kindly to yourself. Like, so that's where I think we can use those other parts, not just okay, I said something nice to myself and then that's it, you know.
yeah, absolutely. And I think the perfect situation is when you have your close ones who really understand you and who can support you. And if you need take rest and you go to other room to take rest and they understand this is okay. But sometimes
Yeah.
we have people around us who don't understand that we can struggle, we can have hard times. And in these situations, we have to remember about self-compassion, about taking care of ourselves. That also we should remember that during holidays, we don't have to be better version of ourselves. We just can be ourselves. And this is enough.
Yes, I think that's a great reminder. And like, especially if you have support people that do understand or can understand, use their help. You know, when we talked about when we got started, I said, okay, expect triggers, like expect OCD to be there, and say, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine, I can handle that if it comes up. And you don't need to do so much with this if you don't want to, but you can let support people know ahead of, hey, if I, you know, either just let them help or tell them ahead, say, hey, if I, you know, have a code word, or if I just say,
Yeah.
okay, I'm feeling overwhelmed, I might just take a break, then they know. And then if that moment happens, it's like not a big deal, and you do what you got to do and come
Yeah.
back. And it'd be a great way they can help.
Yeah, if you need, call your friend, call someone from your community, from OCD community. I have so many friends, and I know that I can call them whenever I want, whenever I need. And this is important because sometimes we also can struggle with being a burden for someone, or we don't want to be a problem to someone. And sometimes, even if we know that people want to support us, it is hard to reach for help and to reach for understanding because
Yes.
we don't want to ruin their day. And sometimes it is only to take one step, to call them, to hear their voice, and this is also important.
Yes, you don't even, if you're calling somebody or talking to somebody for support, you don't even have to. It's probably even better if you don't talk about the worries or OCD. Just talk to them about things in general if you want to. So you're still getting
Yes.
support. Just, okay, I'm talking to somebody. I'm not, again, you can if you want to, but you're not giving OCD that power. So, okay, I'm going to talk to somebody and let myself get support. But yeah, it's a good point to make of you also have to allow that help to happen. Because even if there is a plan, people are very supportive, they get it, you can still feel guilty. And we know that OCD can
Yes.
often make you feel a lot more guilt and shame, which are also human emotions, but you need to try to just notice that and go, okay, like, hey, I need to use this help sometimes. And that's a compassionate viewpoint too, of like, all right, this is hard and I have to use this help.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, if you have any questions for us, you can ask. We are here to support you. I'm not a specialist, but I really love to share my experience, and I really love to share things that really helped me in my OCD journey. So the first thing I think is the community and people who really understand us, and we can remember that we can reach to them and we can ask for. So if there is no question we can answer later, also I will share this live stream later. I will send this to you, Erin. I'm so happy that we could. Oh, we have question.
Oh. Any tips for how to quiet conversations from well-intended people who want to ask about OCD when maybe you don't want to? That's a great question. Yeah, I think it's almost even harder when it is well-intended. I think I would say just keep it simple. Just say, hey, thanks for asking. I'd rather not talk about it. Or even just, you know what, it actually helps me more to talk about other things, and then I'm not focusing on my OCD as much. But either thanks for asking, want to hear about how you're doing, and change the conversation. So thank
Yeah,
them.
you know, um, as I thought a few days ago, I thought that I I will be by myself this holidays, but yesterday my mom and my dad invited me to their house, and they knew about my problems, and they told me that I can come there, and if I don't want to talk about these problems, it is absolutely fine. They will understand, but they want to support me.
Yeah.
And this is also a really huge value for me because I can see, even if I told that they didn't understand me earlier, but now I can see the difference that they really want to support me.
Yes. And I think for a lot of people, they like want to check in with you and talk to you, and like that makes sense that could be seen as supportive. And I think it's okay to acknowledge those well intentions and also say, you know what, it actually helps me more to just spend time with you and not really talk about it. Especially for me as somebody who would talk too much about things that I've obsessed or ruminate about. It's like ruminating out loud, overthinking out loud. I have to be careful about how much I'm actually talking about the things I've obsessed over. Not that I can't talk about it with people, but that's where it helps me more to say, it's actually better if I don't really get into it a lot. It helps me not focus on OCD as much.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I hope that we all will have holidays and as we really want. If we want to be alone, it's okay. If we want to be with our friends, it's okay. If we want to feel the feelings and we need to rest, take rest and take care of yourself.
I'll also add before we wrap up too that, yeah, holy day. I love it. On that note too, another way I think to like get through the holidays and not let OCD win would be to, if you have any any small win whatsoever, um, celebrate that, acknowledge it. Even if it's like, hey, I did something to take care of myself, or I did ask for help, or I noticed when I was doing a compulsion and I disrupted it, or anything, right? Because I think sometimes when something positive happens, it's easy to see it as really little and like, oh, well, other people can do that, so I should be able to. But if you have any win, you should celebrate it because that helps
Yeah.
decrease self-pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm so grateful for this conversation, and I can't wait to meet again in real life. And I
Yes,
hope,
we will this time.
yeah, yeah, and I hope you and your family will have an amazing holiday. And remember, take care of yourself. And yeah, if you need, I'm here.
Same to you. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Erin.
Thank
See
you.
you.
It's good to see you. Bye.